Just getting the stream set up there. Let's see. Hey Les, how are you? Just getting the stream set up now, so just bear with me. I think that's good enough. You can see pretty much everything. I don't need to move anything there. Okay, so right. With that, I should be able to just great win for the Liverpool last night. It was so comfortable. So comfortable. There's one guy on TalkSport going mental because Villarreal didn't really put up much of a fight. And it's like, yeah, so. They didn't. To be fair, Liverpool didn't let them. I mean, I don't know what's happened with Thiago's home life, but this last 4 or 5 games, he's just been on fire. He really has. It's just different planet the way he's playing at the minute. Okay, so I'm watching IDAI. I can't find a catalyst on IDAI. It did pop a couple of weeks ago, so I'm just going to go back and see if I can find anything related to that. I can't find the catalyst on this one. But 550 is really the level that on the 5 minute. $750 up there. Getting some support down at $4. And the dragon's back in her in her nest. Okay. Ah, that's why. Got it. Got it. Trust Stamp's biometric authentication. So Trust Stamp launches a biometric multi-factor authentication solution. That was released 3 minutes ago. That's why it's gapping up. We have a catalyst. Now I can trade comfortably. Happy days. I know she is. She's a bloody dragon. Little pullback there. 530. I'll take a couple of thousand shares for 530, maybe. Let's see. It really is the only one that's moving up with good relative volume. Got this little pullback. So high of this candle is 28. Got a pop up there. Got a good 10-cent move. This resistance level at 550 as well. So What's missing? Well, I've just been setting the stream up. I need to get some. And there's the tunes. See this break 550, move up. We're just in this IDAI, moving up. Got 5,000 shares. We're just taking a little bit of profit, by just over 550. We've got 5,000 shares into this. See 570. If you want to see it test at least 575, let's get up to the $0.75 level. Take a little bit more profit there. Get out there. Okay, so 225 for that first pump. Not too bad. Hey Seba, we're just taking our first trade of the day. So we got out first candle to make a new low. That's what we got out. We're going to be quite careful today. It was choppy, very choppy yesterday. We actually had more commissions and charges and transaction fees than we made profit yesterday. We finished the stream $5,000, well, nearly $6,000 down, and we managed to claw that back on a bit of a cup and handle breakout on, I think it was Nktx. I'll show you where I broke out in a moment. But yeah, we with the trading that we did, we actually spent more in commissions than we made. Nice little pop. Break $6 here, that'd be nice. What's my average buy? My average cost is $5.62. Not going to add to the position just before the resistance of 6. We'll wait for it to break. Oh, hey Darren, how you doing? Morning, afternoon, depends where you sat in the world, James. A bit of resistance up at the $6 level. Take half off, bit of extra bit of locking a bit of profit. If we move up, I'll add back and then some. Breaking 6, 7,500 shares in there now. Just take 2,500 off. Give extra profit. Just locking in profits along the way. Got 5,000 shares in this. Our average cost now is $5.83. If it pulls back to $5.90, that's when we'll get out. Nice little run up. There were obviously people who knew about this this news release before it was released at 8 o'clock. That's why it ran up. I get out there before it drops. So 1,700 bucks to start the day. Nice one. Alistair Backs. Facebook's it's rallying basically on yesterday's earnings release. Well, as long as we don't get complacent now, Darren. I mean, we've got Newcastle at the weekend, and then we've got the second leg. The 14th, we've got the FA Cup final. So if we don't do anything stupid next Tuesday, that'll be three cup finals of the season, and we've got everything to play for. Still got everything to play for in the league. So I'm not getting carried away, but I'm actually really excited about what this season could do. And we're not going to be empty-handed. At least we've got one in the locker already. But I'm getting excited on what we could actually achieve this season now. The quad at 50-1, you're a good man. I had them to win the league. I think at the beginning of the season, I think I got 7-1 on it, which I thought was absolutely ridiculous odds. So many Alistairs in the chat today. Must be the popular name. Oh, don't mind this pullback. Next candle to make a new high. So what are we here? 73. The real one and the imposter, is that what you're saying? Hey Mumbles, I hope I have a good trading day too. It's started nice enough. We've just started trading like 8:05 market time, so 12:05. We've been trading for 10 minutes and we're already $1,700 in the green, which that for me, good news. It's a good start. We've got to pop up to 590. It's finding it hard. So ready for if it gets a bit of a rejection, a bit of selling pressure here. Just looking at the tape, and we're getting quite a few reds going through as well as the greens, so it's a bit of a bull versus bear battle right now. All the way back, so let's get out there. Turns green, we can always get back in again. So that's just took 800 bucks off us. Easy come, easy go. I'm sorry, what? Which number? I'm not sure which one. We've got the last one that it was transacted at. And this one's on short sale restriction list as well. Just noticed that. That's could be very good positive news catalyst. Short sale restriction list. That bodes well for a good move. I'm not sure which one what you're talking about, Alistair. I'll you send me a scroll. Did you send me a photo of what you're actually talking about in the Discord, and I'll respond to you there. The bounce on the $1/2 level. Take a look in just a second, Alistair. Some interesting movement here. Spreads are quite rangy, for the best word. You were between 2 and 5 cents. Which trading network is this? I'm not sure what you mean by which trading network. I'm trading on the NYSE, I think. It's NYSE or Nasdaq. Nasdaq. I'm trading on the Nasdaq at the minute. I'm using Dash Trader is the software platform, if that's what you're asking for, and I'm trading through a broker. I'm trading through Capital Markets. Who's my broker? So if that doesn't answer what your question is, then please reword your question in a way I can understand to answer it. Sorry about that. For me. This is T-Stamp. The ticker is IDAI. What you're looking at is the 1 minute time frame. Got 10,000 shares in this at the minute. We're just gapping up on a good catalyst. Couldn't see a catalyst first thing, but seeing it now. There's a press release at 8 o'clock. So there's some people obviously knew about the catalyst before the press release, but hey Phil. See a bit of volume come in, then I can actually add to my position. Little 10-cent pot, and see if we can't get a run. actually okay with this at the minute. Where it's at. Our average cost 65. Oh. 75. Okay, so just took a little bit of profit off there. We're back up to 1800 on the day. Still 10,000 shares in here. We're actively trading this now. So looking for, we'll get out at break even. 65. We're looking for a move back up to $6. The support at 70 would be nice at the 10-cent level. Move up, test $6 again. These quarter, half, and whole dollars, they're all very psychological levels, so you've got to be very careful. You either act as support or resistance, and at the moment we're getting a bit of resistance around that $0.75 level. Take half off there. We've been a bit exposed. Half off, just above break even. If it starts to move up again, we'll next candle to make a new high. We'll add to our position. Next candle to make a new low, we'll exit. Just above break even right now. 5,000 shares. We'll add new candle, made a new high. Kind of a bit of a fake out, but that's okay. Bit of a consolidation period right now. Okay, so doubling up there for the move back up. Buying the dip, as it were. And buying the dip is always a risky strategy. Always a risky strategy, but I've got a clear exit there. One in big share size here. To move up. Bounce on the VWAP. 557 our average price. So we want it back above 560. Guys, let's get above 1,000 likes before in the next 10 minutes. Let's tap the screen 10 times. See where we're going. Got big size here, so a little pop-up could make us a lot of money. Added to the position for this candle making a new high now. Breaks 560, we could make a serious amount of money. Not really the time I should be going this kind of big size, but because of the lack of volume pre-market, but certainly it's behaving very strong. The chart's very strong, so we've been getting support at this $0.5 level on numerous occasions already. So we're looking for us to move up, break 560, retest 570, then break that trend line. Trend line's our target. Which one am I talking? I'm on P-stamp, IDAI. This you probably can't see the ticker name because of the candles are in the way. Hey, Phil. I don't like this consolidation. Got this downward descending triangle. And to reach the top of this descending triangle, we can exit for a nice tidy profit. Well, it doesn't really matter what it does. If you're an intraday trader, if you're holding long term, obviously, or medium term, and obviously it does. But if the Nasdaq continues to sell off, then you look for a reversal and buy the dip. If it makes a rally, you look for a clean entry and move up, ride the momentum. Volume's just died right off. I'm happy with this momentum, this volume. I think this is the biggest size I've taken in a long time in terms of share size. Big risk. And low volume. Pays off. It'll pay off really well. Only 10 cents down on, it's only 10 cents down on our average cost right now. Yeah, absolutely, Paul. Absolutely. Just the one. this goes up to 570, we could pretty much lock in our daily goal. And a few more gains there. 500 bucks here, 500 bucks there, they all pay off. Okay, pulling back a little bit at that 570 level where it had a little bit of resistance before. But it's looking strong, this chart today. Holding 20,000 shares at the moment. Next candle to make a new low, you'll get out. Trying to break 570. Okay. There we go, there's a nice little pop, take a little bit of profit there. So we've got still 10,000 shares in this. We're now 4,500 in profit, locked in. Not really, Alistair, because we've got the move down, and then we pop up, and then move down to a lower lows. It's more of this descending triangle, but we've just had this breakout. So I suppose there's a case for it, but not really. Right, okay, that's first candle to make a new low. We exit for 6,000 profit. Happy days. Oh. Okay, let's have a look at the chat. Okay, so after all, as intraday traders, we're not too bothered about whether the markets move down or whether they move up, as long as they're trending one way or the other. That's the thing with intraday trading, because you can always get a stock that bucks the trend and goes against the trend, and you can always get stocks that move with the trend. So if it's ranging sideways, that's when it becomes difficult to trade. What else? So not very well trained, you're out. Well, you need cojones of steel. Believing, you put your trade plan into action and stick to it. It was a nice trade. The volume was very worrying at one stage, so we got the volume here. It just completely died off around 8:35, give or take a couple of minutes. 8:35, there's no volume at all. and it was just ranging sideways at that stage. And I'm kind of thinking, have I made a bad decision here? And it broke for me. What do I spend my money on? Well, I kind of break it into 3 pots. I put a third of it, I reinvest, put it back into the market in different, more longer term investments, crypto, my portfolio, you know, ETFs, that kind of thing. I keep a third of it. I actually put it in into positions that I know I'm going to get interest on, where I'm just holding it for the tax man, and then there's the rest of it is mine. So as you can see, I like my watches. Got a nice little collection of watches. I don't really buy cars. I mean, I've got a Volvo S80. That's the car I drive. I'm not really into extravagant flexes. I'm more of a low-key flex kind of person, you know, with watches and things like that. It's kind of a, if you know, you know kind of thing. I've got a nice shoe collection. Got probably about 20 pairs of Jordans and stuff. So back from my sporting days. Don't copy my trades. Do not. I'd say this to everybody. My results are not typical, but do not copy me blindly. The streams that you're watching me on are the delay. There is latency on these streams, so just be careful. Do not copy me or anybody else blindly. I'm not that kind of person, Don Della, though. Do you know? Like Seba says, you know, I'm more, keep it more humble, you know. All right, well, let's pull him back to the 550, and if anyone, you know, I will be looking at maybe getting back in on the 550, because you've got this trend line which will now act as support. But I need a hot cup of tea, so I'll be 5 seconds, 5 minutes, not even. And he's back. Oh my goodness. I did say 550 would be a good place to enter. Nice bounce. Could have got in there. But we're not going to chase. Okay. I'm not really bothered about attention. I'm not doing this. I'm not trying to get TikTok famous, Don Della boy. I'm Gen X. I really don't care about attention. I don't care what people think about me. It's I passed that stage a long time ago. Ijabo, how long have I been trading? I've been trading a couple of years now. Just made a month's pay in a matter of minutes. Absolutely. That's why I took up trading. Ladybug, you put money in at Tesla. So I bought 3 options contracts last night. Tesla. They cost me just over 12k for the contracts. But I've got a strike price of 950. So you saying you bought at 960? I hope you at least break even on that, because strike price at 950 on 3rd of June. Is what options I've just took yesterday. The thing is, though, not very well, is that you can't give in to FOMO. I mean, there's got to be another move, be a bigger move at the bell. I mean, I've just got a nice cushion, a 6k cushion on this, so there's a bigger move at the bell. Up or down, one way or the other. Exactly, Seba. Well, he's not going to sell his stock because Tesla's his baby. He's not going to sell his stock to buy Twitter. He's going to get financed to buy Twitter. He's not like he's spending his own money to buy Twitter. You know, the rich people don't do that. They go to, you know, private finances and they get it off the banks or whoever and say, look, I'm buying this, I want to buy this company, give me some money. And the bank's like, oh, Mr. Elon. Yes, sir, Mr. Elon. And they'll give him the money and he'll buy it with somebody else's money. They leverage debt. That's what the rich do. They don't pay for anything with their own money. Yeah, it was Tesla's back at 900, so I've got that on the watch list so I can keep an eye on my options there. So it was back over 900 today. I'm confident that before June comes along, before the end of May, that I'll get my 950 strike price and then a bit. If it goes up to back over 1,000, I'm going to be absolutely quids in with that with those options. By the way, good morning to you as well. Okay. And the answer was yes, I did need I really did need the tea. I'll leave the door open so the dog can come and go as she pleases, and it gets cold. Okay, so we just broke that $6 level. Now I'll look for an entry. Rangy there. So beautiful bull flag setup there as well. This right here, 590 was the setup. If I'd not been gassing on the stream, that was your entry right there, 590. 30-cent move already. Right up at the top now, and I can't get there's no entry. I need a pullback. Need another pullback. The high this morning is, let's have a look at the 5 minute. Gonna mark out the highs on the 5 minute. Yeah, 750. A little bit of resistance at 650. So the quarter, half, and whole dollars, as I often say, are important levels. No, they're actually volume by price. So those orange and green bars are the volume by price. It tells me where people have got holding bags. It tells me whether they bought on the uptick or the downtick, and you know, basically tells me where people have bought a lot of buying and selling is going on, which is right here, right now, 620. This is Dash Trader Pro. Well, 590. So we got this move up. So you think about bull flag. So you think about this as the flagpole. Let's move up. Then we get this move down. We've got the support here at 580, but we're looking for the next candle to make a new high when we know we've got this upward movement, which would have been this candle, because the high of this candle was 590. So that's when we got in, when we broke 590 for the move up. That's known as a bull flag setup. So you have the big move up, consolidation, small consolidation pullback, and then another move up. We just got another one here. So the entry here could have been 630. Not as big a push afterwards, but 630 was the entry. And I'm just getting a bit late with the entries here, so wait for a little micro pullback maybe. Break of $0.50. Take a small position. Break of $0.50. Yeah, we got it. Now look for a pullback to add. I only took a small position, but so now 650 is the next entry. If it breaks below this previous candle, I'll just exit this 1,000. I'm only in for 1,000 shares, so just took it was going without me, so I looked for the break of the $0.50, took a position there, and I don't mind holding this. If it breaks below the low of this candle, then I exit, which is 23, so the $0.25 level. Effectively giving it 25 cents risk on 1,000, so 250. I'm risking $250 to make the move up. It's not so much the hammer. I mean, that's that little doji there is a change in sentiment, but okay. So we got right there, or $250 down. We're risking $250. Now we've got a clear entry right now, which is the high of this candle, which is 640. So 641 will be our entry, because that shows a change and a move up. But that's these are not signals, these are not stock picks, this is not financial advice. If you take an entry and try and trade this and lose money, don't sue me. I'm not a professional, not a financial advisor. You'd learn, Les, if you took the course, you'd learn all these entry and exit points and all the signals and the patterns that I'm trading. You'd know all the strategies that I'm using, Les. It's only $150 a month. the grand scheme of things, it's next to nothing. That's less than one trade. Make that money back in one trade. Oh, nice. Let's get over 4,000 likes, guys. Let's tap the screen 10 times. We've got 25 minutes to the bell. We're already 5,000 up on the day, net. Big commissions because I took big size earlier. I don't know what the commissions are yet, but it's not the commissions, it's the fees. The commissions are not going to be expensive, but it's the fees. Anything else moving beside this one? No, 195% up on the day. It's almost doubled its value, no, almost tripled its value on the day. I was a little bit premature there. Not usually my problem, but I was there. Just took a 5,000 share position. Potential bull flag breakout. Breaks below 620, so I've got a very tight risk. I'm in at 628. I'm only giving 8-cent risk, so it's a very tight risk on this one. Looking for 45.50. Add more at the $0.50 for the break of the $0.50, which we found was resistance last time. If it breaks the $0.50, we'll add more. We didn't get the breakout, we didn't get the follow through. We got a slight increase in volume, but we didn't get the follow through on the bull flag. So I'm just going to scratch this trade. If it doesn't move, yeah, just scratch that. Got out for break even. I don't always put a stop loss. When I'm trading pre-market, so I've got my hotkeys configured. So when I place a stop loss, it sends a market order because I want to get out when it hits a stop. I want to get out as quick as possible. And market orders won't execute pre-market. They'll only execute on the open market. So I have to use a mental stop loss when I'm trading pre-market. The problem is, because I trade pre-market so often, I often go into the open market and forget that I can put physical stops in place. So when the bell opens, you should always look at putting stops in place. No, Josh, you didn't save thousands. You made thousands, mate. You had a really good day the other day. Ameritrade's a broker. It depends, because you can use Dash Trader with TD Ameritrade. You can use Think or Swim. I think is their own proprietary system. So you can have hotkeys. Dash Trader. I only day trade low float stocks, not necessarily low price. My sweet spot is between kind of $4, $5 and $30. I will trade higher, and I do trade lower occasionally. I try not to trade anything less than $3. That's just my own personal rules. I'm not saying that other people can't be profitable doing that, and you can. Just my own personal rules. Yeah, I use DAS Trader, DAS. Forget the H, and I don't use it with Thinkorswim. Thinkorswim is a platform on its own. Thinkorswim is the platform that TD Ameritrade recommend because it's their own proprietary one. You can use Thinkorswim with a couple of other brokers as well, I believe, but DAS Trader is broker agnostic. You can use it with Interactive Brokers, you can use it with TD Ameritrade, you can use it with Fidelity, you can use it with a number of different brokers. What it is what the DAS stands for is direct access software. It's direct access into the market. You do pay a little bit extra for you pay for platform fees or platform and data fees. If your broker supplies it, then very often, if you give with regards to commissions, they will rebate you the platform and data charges if your commissions are over a certain level. But the likes of Interactive and TD Ameritrade, you have to subscribe to a separate platform or separate platform and data subscription to use it with those brokers. And going back to what you were saying, Ladybug, with Tesla, I'm trading options with Tesla at the moment. I've got three calls with three call contracts with Tesla. So we've got this 650 level. Important level, just duplicate it. Maybe a double top here. What you've got to be worried about is double tops are quite bearish, so I want it to touch, come back and touch again, because triple top then makes it into a flat top, which is bullish. Go figure. So that's the double top. I need it to move up again. What stocks am I looking at today, James? I'm trading T-Stamp at the moment. It's the main mover pre-market. It's the biggest mover, certainly in terms of volume, and it's 200% up on the day, 206% up on the day. We've already made $5,500 with it. Yeah, no problem, Rich. Dublin's a good place for a beer. No problem, St. George. You should sign up for the course. You learn a lot more. You get private mentoring. Obviously, nobody has to sign up for the course. I'm giving away gold here on the stream for free. But if you want the mentoring that goes with the course, and be part of the little community that I'm building there, which is really good. $150, that's all it costs. Okay, so the next time we go up, I'm not so worried about it being a double top anymore. It's going to be a triple top. So we're getting a bit of coiling under that 650, 654, 655 level. So the $6.50 range or $half area, you've got to understand is support and resistance isn't to a penny. It isn't to a specific cent. It's always an area. So it's the $half area that we're finding as resistance right now. Well, you're always welcome. Everybody's welcome. Got room for everybody. So we've got 15 minutes to the bell. And this is looking very strong going into the open. We've not quite reached the pre-market high, which is currently sitting at 747, 749. But we're gradually making our way up there. It keeps pulling back towards the VWAP for a bit of consolidation. And then moving back up again. So it's a very strong intraday chart at the minute, on the 5 minute and on the 1 minute. Well, on the 5 minute in particular. Looking at it on the 5 minute, you can see the amount. So we had this initial move up, then it pulled all the way back to $4, and then it's very strong since then. We've got this upwards channel, if you will, with the higher lows and higher highs, which is very bullish. Nktx, let's have a look at Nktx. I've still got that on the list. It's no volume at the moment. No volume. I mean, it's still looking strong because it's held most of its gains. You look at Nktx on the day, on the 60-minute. You see that initial move up on Monday that we took advantage of. That was a lovely day's trading. It's been consolidating since, so it's almost at its highs. What I'm looking for and what I've been calling out here, the magic marker is $20. We get above $20 and there's an open window to 24. So I can see Nktx potentially having a bit of a run after the bell. If it gets above 19 and starts moving towards 20, watch for that pop at 20 because there's little or no resistance up to 24. No, not done Xpon. It's only Xpion's just hit the scanners in terms of the gap that I like to trade. It's only now 15% up. 1.8 million shares traded. So Xpon is the one you're talking about. This is Xpon. It popped up at 8:30, and then it's consolidating sideways since. I was already in trade. I was already trading T-stamp by that time. So one trade at a time. This is not sorry Gajinda, but this is equities. It's not forex. What's the catalyst here? It's a good catalyst. They've released a new product. Identity. What's it called? Look on Benzinga. T-Stamp launches biometric multi-factor authentication solution. That's why it's rising. So it's a new multi-factor authentication solution. That news popped at 8 o'clock. What course? Check my link tree in the description. It's the very first link on the link tree. We just broke that 550 resistance. we've got a bit of volume coming in, so I want to see it go up to kind of 575, 580. I'm just taking 5,000 shares. Got in at 561. Take some profit at the 10-cent level, and then see if we can't ride it up for a bit more. Get the move up. So Ladybug, if you click on my face, you go into my profile, there's a link there, it says the TikTok trade. If you go into that, the top of the very first link on the link tree is the course. The second link is Benzinga, which is where I go to find stocks that are moving, like this one. I would not have found this stock without Benzinga. Actually, as a result of my little Benzinga search this morning, I called this out at about 12:45 on this particular stock, about 12:45 in my Discord. And you get access to the private Discord as part of the course. I've not reviewed it yet, no. So, struggling a little bit there with that one. What makes you think that verified Joe Biden? Why are you trying to pump that stock? What's so good about it? What's the catalyst? Discord is for Trade with Tony students only. Sorry, Rich. Once you're in there regardless. I'm not booting anybody out if they don't continue the subscription. We've got 10 minutes to the bell. If you go into my profile, how to join the subscription, if you go into my profile, check the link tree, and first link on the link tree, Italian. You get access to some great reference material in terms of patterns and strategies and stuff as well. Some best-selling from some best-selling authors. So add to the position. Looks like it's starting to move up. $75 we're looking for. Well, we're all about day trading here. We don't mind talking about swing trades or value investing, but this channel is all about day trading. I don't do forex, I don't do indexes, and you know, whilst I do options and swing trading as well, I'm not actually actively showing it on stream because this is a day trading stream. $9:23, 7 minutes to the bell. Really don't want to be holding this much below 630. Got this resistance, it's a support already at 620, so I'm just going to wait to see if it breaks that, I'll get out. We'll get back in as it moves back up. The way that it's moving, I don't, to be honest, anybody that says they know what the stock's going to do at the open or it depends how it sets up. If there's a pattern setting up into the bell, then I'll know then. Well, I won't know, but I have an idea. But anybody who wants to predict what the stock's going to do at the open, unless they've got a crystal ball, they don't know. Nobody knows. We try and get an edge by looking at the certain trading behaviors, price action. We look for the patterns and we look for the pattern breakouts, which is essentially all I've been doing all morning, is looking for pattern breakouts. I've been trading multiple bull flags. I've traded, this one was a flat top breakout, the double top, if you will. I didn't take that little him into it. Get better. See this move start to move upwards in the next few minutes. I want it selling off into the open. I've got a few tutorials already up on the YouTube for free there, Rich, with different how to trade certain patterns, the cup and handle, the ascending wedges, and that kind of stuff. Okay, I don't want to. Don't want to risk a flush at the open, because right now 4.5 grand unrealized down in the red. So might just reduce my exposure at least. I want to see this start to make a move up before we get to the open. Two minutes to the open. This is already 200% up on the day. So there will be a lot of retail traders jumping in this, looking to get in on some of the action. Or there'll be a lot of retailers. Actually, there won't be a lot of retailers trying to short it because it's on the short sale restrictions list. So they won't be able to short it. So that's a good thing. I think I might hold it. 1 minute to the open. I might hold this into the open. They can all sell if they've had access to it pre-market. They can't sell something they've not bought. The only way you can sell something you haven't bought is if you short it. And if it's on the short sale restrictions list, how can you short it? That's what I'm saying. They'd have to buy it to sell it. And that means that the likelihood is if they want to take profit from this moving up, they'd have to buy it first. "30 seconds. Oh, 20 seconds. Watch that 650 level. It'll be important. Remove 675. Alt level here is 779. We're nowhere near that. Take some more profit. Good days. 25,000 shares on this. Got stop there at 73. Stop there at 673. It's finding resistance at the whole dollar. I'm just going to hold this stop in place for the $0.75, just below the $0.75 level. Our average cost is 58. So We got stopped out there. But we've just made $11,500 so far this morning. Oh. It's going to go again. Going to get back in for the break of $7. There we go. Just for 5,000 shares this time. I'm scaling down. I'll scale in, sorry. We've got the pre-market high of 748 marked out there. I want to see it break 748, and we'll add to the position. Up level at 818, way off. Plenty time. Add to our position there. Take a little bit off. Still 5,000 shares with 14,000 realized already. Profit on the day. Our average is 740. Right, now 10,000 shares. Break of $8. Right there. $750 is our exit. Get it. We'll look for an entry. So we're 13,000 up on the day. We're 13,000 profit. We'll look for another entry. Next candle to make a new high is 770. Making a little bit off at 790. Getting a little bit of difficulty at $8. So we'll get the $8 break this time. Maybe not. We're looking for this $8 break. So we got stopped out there. We're still $8,000 up. But we just got to manage that risk. Break $8 here. Looking for oh, nice dip. The dip, look for the move up. Right, 750 would be nice. Some profit. See how far we can ride this up now. Oh, we're just put a stop at, what did we put a stop at? 740. Our average cost is 723. It's now 760, so we're kind of halfway between the two. We've got 15,000 shares in this now. Well, let's see if we can break $8 this time. How much money am I trading with? I started today with 60,000 in my account, 60,000 in equity. I'll look at some of the other ones when I finish with this trade. This is, I need to, whilst I'm got the stop in place there, I don't have to worry about it. I'll just change the scanners over to regular session. So this is the top mover on the day. This is T-stamp, and it's up 250%, more than. So 746 stop. See this move up now and break that $8 level. That would be really nice. Got 15,000 shares in this. Let's move the stop up to 750. A bit of a pullback. I don't want to pull back all the 750, but if it does, then we'll take what's on offer. While I'm checking out any tips for the day? Yeah, don't fry bacon naked. That's a tip that you should take to your grave. Just remember that one. I've tried it. It's not good. Not a good idea. So 11k up at the minute. I want this to move up now. Would be nice. Break that $8 barrier. Nktx broke $19. Didn't quite get up to 20, but 19.15 it went up to. So that could be another one to watch. I'm not using my whole account in every trade at all. I've got 6 times leverage. So my buying power today is over. So that just stopped us out. So we've got $15,000 on the day so far. So what you've got to understand is my equity position today, I started with just shy of $62,000. And I've got 6 times leverage. So I've got nearly $370,000 to trade with in terms of buying power. I'm not using all my equity in one trade, and I certainly don't risk all my equity. That would be madness. Okay, so a little bit of a pullback. Right, what else did you want to see? It's so T-Stamps, Sangoku, the T-Stamps released a new biometric identity thing, biometric access, multi-factor authentication product. Well, let me just say, Rich, that on the 8th of April, I had $4,200 in my account. Now, I want to caveat that my performance is not typical. By taking my course, I'm not guaranteeing that you'll be able to trade like I do. I lost a lot of money before I could, but I had $4,200 in my account. Let's just put this into context, and I'll paint the clear picture. I made $84,000 of profit in March. I took $50,000 out of that account. Yeah, I took $50,000 out of that account in March. I was left with a $30,000 account in March, and the first 2 days of March I was red. I'd lost a substantial amount. I was then able to have a couple of green days and had another red day to the tune of about $11,000 on that day. So on the 8th of March, I only had $4,200 in my account. So I lose money as well as, make profits. But it's about making sure that you make more profits than you lose. So my red days, I had 2 big red days. I had a big red day at the end of March, and I had a big red day to start off April. Last week, on Friday last week, we actually got green on the month. So it's taken me over 3 weeks to get green on the month of April. This week's been all profit. Well, yesterday I'm slightly small loss yesterday, but the trade profit and loss was like 1,100. But after charging stuff, I was just slightly red on the day. But that being said, with practice, can you get to this kind of level? I don't see why not. I did. But I can't guarantee that's going to be the case. You have to be the judge of that yourself. You have to be able to manage your own discipline. You have to be able to, and that's a big thing, the emotions, managing your own emotional, the psychological and emotional element of trading is that when it starts going into the red, are you watching the level 2, for example, and seeing that there's a big buyer at the support area, which allows you to kind of deviate slightly from your strategy, knowing full well that where you were originally going to get out, if you just wait another 2 or 3 cents, that there's a big buyer there that will act as support. It's not going to go any lower than that. So that's what I was looking at earlier, but pre-market there's a big buyer there at, I think it was 548 or 547, I think it was. So I was going to get out at 550, and I saw the big buyer in the level 2 that meant that I could stay in a bit longer. Well, I don't overuse the equity TikTok #1, because what I do is at the end of each month, any profits I've made on each month, I start each month with a $30,000 account. Any profits I've made at the end of each month, that's what I'll withdraw. So I started in February with a $5,000 account. I lost money in the beginning of April, so I ended up with a $4,200 account. Now I was contemplating adding back to that and kind of just dumping some money back into 30,000 so I could trade again. But I'm glad I didn't, because a lot of people on the stream, a lot of people on the course are saying, look, it makes it realistic for us with small accounts that if you're trading a $5,000 account, we can watch you and the type of gains that you're making, and it makes it more realistic for us. So I did that. And so I knew the news during pre-market, Sangoku, on this particular stock. When it started to move pre-market, I looked at why it was moving. So it was moving without a catalyst. Very first thing. So before I could trade it anyway, it was moving without a catalyst. It moved up to kind of 750, 748 at about 5 a.m. this morning, but the news hadn't broken. They broke the news at 8 a.m. and I've been trading it since 5 past. So what I'm looking for, I called this out in my Discord at 7:45 market time, so that's 12:45 my time. But I called it out in my Discord and called out the caveat that be careful, because I can't see a catalyst. But now there is a catalyst. The news broke at 8 a.m. and that's when I started trading it. No, I didn't do power hour last night, Jack. There happened to be a football match on. So if you start with 5 to 7K, it's not so much is it too low or too high, it's expectations on what you are hoping to achieve with that. To start off with, are you going to make, right, for example, I made 15K today, which will go on top of that 60K that we've already started. So we're looking at 75K on the month in profit. Sorry, 75K on the month, which is like 35K in profits on the month. Are you going to make 35K off a 5-7K account? The likelihood isn't. If you're managing your risk properly, you probably aren't. So off a 5 to 7K account, let's say you go over with a 5K account, realistically you should be looking at, you get a 4 to 1 margin leverage from the broker, at least between 4 and 6, but you get 4 to 1 margin leverage, gives you a buying power of 20,000. So if you set your target at 5% gains on a daily basis, that's a realistic expectation. Can you do that every day? No, but it's possible. So you could get $1,000 every day off a $20,000 buying account. If you be more realistic as a newbie trader and say, I want 1% gains, you're looking at $200 a day. So $200 a day across a week, that's $1,000 a week. That's what's that? $4,000 a month. It's a yes, I'm on YouTube. I'm on YouTube right now. I'm streaming on YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter, as well as TikTok. So hi, YouTube fans. So if you've got £100 and you close a 10% trade and you're using a leverage of 5 times, so what you're starting with an equity of £100. You have then a £500 buying power. For your 10% trade, if you make 10% gains on that buying power, you make $50. So that's 50% of your initial equity, if that makes sense. Abacadabra. What I'm saying is, you as a newbie trader, as a beginner trader, look for kind of 1% gains on your buying power. So if you're getting 4 times that, it would make sense. That's pulled all the way back to 650s. Right. So, Alistair, what you're looking for, that's the quantity. So the question you asked earlier, Alistair, is the quantity. What time are we on? We've not even, market's not even been open half an hour yet, and we're already 15 grand to the good. So happy days. What is the strategy on this stock? This was gap and go. At the open, this was gap and go. My favorite strategy. Good man, Rich. I'll see you there. Don't worry. Hundreds, Alistair. Lots. There's 100 lots. IQST. I'll take a look at that. Flea Hot Coffee Pot, IQST. I'm looking at that. There's nothing there. What is that? Is that the ticker? Is that have you put that in right? What's the gap and go is the strategy. It's one of the strategies I teach. It's one of the strategies I teach. My answer to that question is that, am I buying back in? I'm waiting for it to sell off first. Right now, there's a huge sell-off, and we've not even had a candle make a new high yet. So, next candle to make a new high, if it comes with volume, we could get a reversal here. Right now, I've not had a candle make a new high yet on the 1 minute. It's just been selling off. El Puno, I don't know what you mean. Your sell was rejected. Are you trying to short it? Swivel Holdings, I'll have a look. Oh, Swivel, it's halted. That's why your sell is rejected, because it's halted. It's halted at volatility halt. Been halted for 5 minutes. Just made 5K on Facebook. Excellent millionaire mentality. Glad to hear you. Glad to hear you having a green day as well. Because I'm streaming Easy Beanie. $200. You can start with $200. I wouldn't recommend. I would say the minimum. Personally, there's no minimum to what you can start with. But your expectations are, you're going to get frustrated, because to trade with $200, you're going to need, it's going to cost you more for the tools to actually trade than it is with the $200. First and foremost, because you'll need a subscription to a scanner, or you can use the free ones, but you'll need a screener stroke scanner for a good one. And there's over $100 there. 177 is I pay every month to Benzinga. You're going to need data, and you're going to get commissions that you're going to get charged, but you're going to need a platform and or data. They could be anywhere between $50 and $150, depending on where it is. So I always say budget on at least $500 monthly going out as your cost to trade. Then you've got your equity position. which I say the minimum that you should be looking at is $5,000. Now you can trade with less, but your expectations to get $5,000, if you lose 10% in a day, so you lose $500, you've still got $4,500 to trade with. Whereas if you lose 10% on a $200 account, you've $180 to play with. Now, bearing in mind that let's swivel in front of us right now is a $9 stock. So $180, you can take 20 shares. So how much does swivel have to go? If you go max out your whole position into that, you take 20 shares for $180, because you're not going to get margin for a $200 account. So it's going to be cash only. So you take 20 shares. The likelihood is that this has moved up now, what, $1.20, $2.20. So if it moves up another dollar, you're making $20. Is that going to be enough? And for it to move, and for it to make another dollar, you have to have really big swings. So $200 to day trade, no. I would either, you know, buy some options, swing trade with that, or buy some options, or just invest it long term. To day trade, actively day trade, I would say you need at least $5,000 plus margin. The Americans in the US, they have legislation in place which is called the pattern day trading rule, where if you don't have $25,000 equity in your account, you can't pattern day trade, which is essentially what I'm doing. You can't day trade. So I would say that $5,000 is the minimum that you can actively day trade. You can still trade with $200, but 5,000 is probably the minimum I would say that to get any kind of reasonable gains. Yes, top team. What can I do for you? What did I get? What percentage have I got today? So if I about 15% so far, 15% gains. Oh, about 25% gains, I think. We start with 60. Yeah, so we're about 25% up on the day at the moment. No problem, Tahir. What is this one? This one's swivel. I've only traded the one, which was the one that I've traded was T-Stamp. They released a new product. They released a new biometric authentication, multi-factor authentication product. That was the news. But that's what I've traded. What I'm looking at now is swivels halted. It halted, resumed up after 10 minutes, and it's now pulling back a bit. This is the second largest gainer on the day so far after T-Stamp. No, you won't find swivel on Binance because Binance is for crypto. This is not crypto. This is stocks. Swivel Holdings is an equity. But just bear that in mind that I lose money as well. So I'm having a good day today. I'm having a good week this week, but not every day is green. I do have red days occasionally as well. Nice one, El Puno. Like that. GMT, I can have a look at it for you, no problem. So that swivel's just halted down. I don't trade Forex. GMT, so you've asked me to look at GMT. What exchange is that on? I'll have a look at let's go back to that. I'll have a look at it on trading view. That's news. Is it New Zealand Stock Exchange, that one, or are you talking about on crypto? You talking about GMT crypto, or are you talking about Nktx or Goodman Property Trust? Let's be specific. If you're throwing a ticker at me to have a look at, let me know. Is it crypto? Is it a stock? Is it? Are you asking me to look at forex pairs? Give me a bit more. Okay, so I can have a look at have a look at this for you. I'll pull this across so you can see. So look at it versus the US dollar on Binance. Okay, so it's nearly $4 right now. It's having a good day. Look at it on the hourly time frame. So this is GMT, and this is the hourly time frame. So it's looking good at the moment. Had this good pop up yesterday, and not only did we have this lovely little bull flag on the hourly move up. Fantastic little bull flag here. So you would have got in there at 380 and you've been now ride that all the way up. You could have rolled that all the way up to 420 or 416. You could have got at least 30 cents out of that. But it's looking strong. It's looking good at the moment. It's moving upwards quite well. So let's look at it on the daily again. Yeah, I mean, look at that. It's since mid-March, it's done nothing but gain. It started at fraction of a opened at 18 cents back on the 9th of March, and it's now nearly $4. So that's a fantastic game. Can't grumble with that one. You got in it at 40 cents. Ooh, right at the top. Oh no, you got it at 40 cents before the pump. Before the big pump. That's a nice entry. 40 cents. That's a lovely entry. That would have been that first bull flag. So if you're looking at this one for getting in, 40 cents would have been a very good entry. So you get a little bit of a pullback there. Could have been a bull flag, but you wait for this first one. You two candles together. You could have got in there, and 40 cents would have been the break of that bull flag. That would have been a great entry for anybody getting in there. So 40 cents entry on that one. Well done. Congratulations. That's going. You know, don't know how much you're in for that, but it doesn't matter. Gains are gains. That's really good. Well done. Will it come back to 7? It can come back to 7. Will it? And it's trading downwards now. It's below the VWAP. I think potentially its day's gains are done. Let's see what happens. If it stays above 6, it might make a little bit of a rally after lunch. But getting back to 7, so 7's not too far away. It could get back to 7. There's a possibility. You want to see it above 650 first, because we've got that 650 has been a key support and resistance level. We've seen it as resistance here, but it was also support earlier and resistance earlier as well. So 650, let's watch that, and if it gets above 650, comes back to test its support, and then moves up, maybe. The problem that we've got right here, to take a position right now, you've got the resistance at the $0.50 level, 650. If you break that, you've then got the resistance at the $0.75 level and the VWAP. So you've got multiple key resistance levels there before you get back to $7. So it's got quite a bit of work to do just yet. Well, it's well on its way in a very short space of time there, Rolex. What platform am I using? I'm using Dash Trader Pro. Alistair, good start, man. Excellent. 7K on IDAI. Well done. So you've obviously traded that well. Good stuff, man. That's excellent to hear. First proper day trading, and you're already. So guys, Alistair's taking the course. This is his first day. He's paper trading today, but this is first day trading with the Dash Trader, and already 7K up. So I'm glad to see the course is doing its job. I don't trade commodities. Sorry, Faisal, I don't trade commodities. I might invest in commodities depending, but I don't trade in commodities. VTTR, I can have a look at it for you. Oh dear, no, get away from me. VTTR, there's no trades there today. This is the 1 minute, this is the 5 minute. Let's look at the hourly. Let's look at the daily. Ouch, let's look at it over the last week. No. VTTR, I don't know what price you're in, but horrible chart. Horrible chart. On the daily, zoom out on the daily, you can see it's in a long-term selling mode since it had a beautiful gap up here back in July last year. Don't know what that catalyst was, but it's been selling off ever since. Had a bit of a rally in February, and now it's selling. So it's a very weak chart, very weak chart. No, I'm not going to make it happen, Rich. You're the one that's going to make it happen. All I can do is give you the knowledge. It's up to you to execute. There's no point. There's no point. You know, saying I made you rich if you trade and you get yourself rich. It's all on you. It's not me. All I can do is give you the knowledge. So, any outlook on Nvidia? I like Nvidia. Nvidia for me is ideally placed. It's ideally placed within. I'm bullish on the whole esports thing. I'm bullish on the gaming and the whole gaming sector. It's only going to continue to grow and gain importance, particularly when we start talking about crypto gaming as well. And Nvidia is really well placed with the graphics cards, with the chipsets. They're really well placed. It's not had a good time over the last month, but then again, no company has in the S&P for S&P 5. We've had quite a bit of a sell-off, and it does tend to follow the wider markets. But in the long term, I'm actually bullish on Nvidia. I like what they're doing, and I think they're in a very good place long term. I didn't look at the latest earnings reports or something, but it's had quite a lot of a sell-off. I would say it's selling off today. What it's down today, 2%, but we had a little bit of a bounce from yesterday. It gapped up, and it's starting to move down again. So yeah, it's 3.5% up on the day, but it's having a bit of a sell-off. So it moved up out of the gates and sold off since. Let me just have a look at the SPY, because look at that. See, that's the SPY. That's the S&P 500, and that's Nvidia. It's pretty much the same chart. So Nvidia is just following the market at the moment. Yeah, Forge is back on the scanners. I don't like the volume or lack thereof. So it hit the scanners on 55,000 shares being traded. So there's no trade there right now because the lack of volume. What happened with Nktx? Did we get above? We got above 19 bucks. We're up on the day. Nktx, I'm waiting for this to get towards $20. There's a huge, I keep saying this, there's a huge window at $20. What happened with Swivel? That's selling off now. So we had this halt up, it gapped up, moved up, then it halted down. So just be careful with this one, very volatile. What's the catalyst on Swivel? Here's the one. Okay, so Swivel shares trading high after the company announced an agreement to acquire Zelo. So they're acquiring a company, and that's why they're moving up. No problem, Mumbles. I'll see you again tomorrow. What's the ticker on Zscaler, Foggy? You let me know what the ticker is, and I'll take a look at it for you. See, Forex, you have to take huge leverage to capitalize on the small gains. Crypto, you either looking at highly volatile but without volume in terms of the lesser, the lower cap coins, or you're looking at high volume but less volatility with the higher cap coins such as Bitcoin and Ethereum, etc. Whereas, you know, T-Stamp moved 250, over 250%, nearly 260% today, one stock, and we were able to capitalize on a lot of that. So we got 25% gains trading that. So Facebook or Meta is selling off. So if you look at this on the hourly, so after hours yesterday, we had the spike. So I was considering whether I should trade this, and I thought, no, I'm going to watch the game. I thought about just taking a speculative punt based on the news earnings coming out, but it moved up and it's sold off. It's selling off since. So just be careful on that one. Look for, if you want to get a little bit of a bounce, look for a potential 1 hour candle to make a new high. If you look at it on the 5 minute, you got that initial move up at the open, moved up from, it entered the open at just over 202, and it moved up to 208, and then it's sold off since. So be careful with Facebook today. Still call it Facebook, Meta. I'll have a look at Zscaler for you. 207. Let's look at it on the hourly. No, there's no volume with this. Look at it on the daily. Zoom out for you. It's not too bad. Had a move, but it's been pretty much in line with the wider market. Go back to the SPY, what I was saying earlier, the S&P over the same period. Oh, that's bigger moves to the Nasdaq. So the overall move, the move up and then the move down, Zscaler, it's been following that. So the move up and then the move down. The question I would ask is, have you done, if you're in it long term, have you done due diligence around it, fundamentals wise? Are the earning when the earnings come out? Have they got good earnings year over year, quarter over quarter? It's not looking particularly weak in relation to the wider market, but for this to make another pump, I mean, we had this huge drop here with the gap down. For it to make another pump against the market, it would need a catalyst of some description, a good news catalyst. But it's not as volatile as the wider market, actually, this one. So could it make a comeback? If we get back into a bull market, definitely. As long as we're bearish, it's following the market trend to a lesser degree. It's not quite as volatile, but it is following the market trends. So that's my thoughts on ZS. I'm not a financial advisor. It's not financial advice, and only my opinion. Facebook's been on sale since January. What's going on with Swivel? Is it halted again? Why are you using Dash Trader there, El Puno? If you're using Dash Trader, just hit your panic button. Sell it at market. Don't try and sell it as a limit order. Just when did it halt? Did it halt up again? Yeah, well, it had another halt there. Get a bit more volume coming in now. Swivel. I don't think I'm going to try this one. I'm not. Just looking to see the scanners to see if there's anything that's really taking my fancy right now. Nothing really jumping out at me right now, so I'm just being very selective on what I take today, because 15,000 in a day, that's good gains. Granted, I took big size to get that, but the only difference between, just remember that, the only difference between 1,500 and 15,000 is share size. Yeah, it sold off, didn't it? I'm trading on Dash Trader Pro. Oof, nice. Like that. Waiting for this pop for a while. Let's break to 1980. 2108 is the halt level. Is it going to get to 2108? I doubt it, but take 1,000 share start position. Ouch. Oh, that's okay. That's not bad. It's not bad. What, 15%? 16%? Good gains that El Puno, 16%. Pretty much what I've got today. So let me just have a look at. Yeah, 25% I'm up at the moment. 24.97%. Watching Nktx. Been waiting for this one to pop for a while now. Break that $20 level. Yeah, IDAI, it's consolidating now. It's below $6, so I would need to see that back above $6, testing the VWAP before I trade that again. Taking 1,000 shares on this one to get me started. Scaling back. Don't want to be risking giving all my gains back like I did a couple of weeks ago. Yeah, St. George. IDAI is we'll need to see some, probably watch it after the lunch break. We're now 10:24, so maybe 11:30, 12:30 might make a resurgence. It needs time to cool off. It's made such big gains, huge gains. I mean, it's still 175% up on the day, so it needs time to consolidate. But it could make runs again. Just give it some time. I'm not saying hold on to a position. I'm saying that it's going to pull back, and then that's what consolidation does, and it could go on another run a little bit later. Nice gains up and up. I do like to see people making money. I don't know why. I mean, do you know what it is? I'm attracting the right type of people on my stream and my little community that I'm building here. I'm attracting the right type of people, because in some streams people are so toxic that they see someone making money, they see someone making gains, and they're just so against it. They're like, you know, scammer or whatever. You're like, get a life. Can you not be happy for someone having a bit of success? I love seeing people actually making gains, particularly in the stock market. Let's face it, I always thought the stock market, for so long, I always thought the stock market was like a casino, that it was, you know, weighted against you, as the odds are against you making gains in the stock market. And the answer really, you just need a strategy. You need a proven, profitable strategy, and you need to get away from the gambling mentality, and you need to be disciplined and patient. With a good proven strategy, you execute with discipline, and you manage your risk accordingly, you can make money, and you can make a good, you know, you can make a good living at it. I like to see people doing that. Well, the ideal, El Puno, is that you trade in your lunch break or whatever it is, or before you start work, or, you know, depending where you're at. Once you get to a certain level of proficiency, you're then able to tell your boss to go stick his job where the sun don't shine. If you can earn in 2 hours more than what you used to earn in a week, in a month in your last job, then why wouldn't you? I mean, I've made what, 45k this week profits. That's a wage for most people. 45k. Absolutely, that's what you want to be doing. Okay, here it comes. 20 bucks. We're going to get some resistance here. At that window to 24. See it break. We tapped 20 bucks on Monday after hours. This. Yeah, any difficulty. Let's go again. I've been waiting all week for this, Carter. There we go, that's the one. I want to see it hold above 20. I want to see it use 20 as a support or make higher moves. And quite a few people have got support in this now at 20. What indicator you use the orange bar? So these orange bars, this is volume by price. So we're getting quite a lot of, we've got quite a lot of transactions, a lot of buyers at $9.90. We've not got a lot up above $20 though. That's kind of a lot of people trading at $9.90. I want to see more. There we go. So I just got stopped out for a small profit, 50 bucks. But I'm happy to, we've got this pullback now, so I'm happy to take a trade there at 2010 if it then moves back up again, because, you know, for a potential bull flag breakout and a good run to 24, we've got a window. It's a psychological thing, Jack. These quarter, half, and whole dollar resistances are absolutely, and support. It's absolutely. It's funny, the market likes round numbers. It just seems to like round numbers. Thanks, James. Well, that happens to be, that's not just a week's a week's work there, Nemo. That's the whole month, because up until last Friday I was actually red on the month. I was in the red zone up until last Friday. So it's nice to finish the month on a high. So far 4 green days in a row, touch wood, that I'm not going to give anything back. So 4 green days in a row. There's the VWAP. Will we get a bounce on the VWAP? I'll just take cheeky couple of thousand if we do get a bounce on the VWAP. Selling off. So it did what it did on Monday. It's hit that $20 level, and we're getting a lot of sellers now. So I want to see it make a turnaround. I'll be back in 2 minutes. Here we go. Okay, so for those of you that's been asking, and let me just take a look. Those of you that's been asking, this here is my face, and this is up for the TikTok stream, not the YouTube stream. If you check out the description in the YouTube, you'll see the first link in the description is the course. So if you go into my profile, which is essentially, this is what it is, and you click on the TikTok trader, it brings you to my link tree. So this is my link tree. Now my link tree, the very first, you can message me. See the little envelope? You can contact me directly there. That's not a problem. My YouTube's there if you want to go subscribe to it. The very first link is the link I've been talking about. You want to learn how to trade these patterns. You want to learn how to what strategies I use. You want to become a day trader. I'd say think twice about it because it is risky. But this is Day Trade with Tony. This is a course that I put together, that I teach, that it's essentially my strategies, my profitable, proven strategies, documented, 17 hours worth of lectures. Here's the full syllabus that you get access to. And in addition to that, for a short time only, whilst I'm building out the rest of this comprehensive swing trading course, you get access to an introduction to swing trading as well, and a whole bunch of reference material. It's going to cost you $150 a month, so it's not going to break the bank either. So that's say $150 a month. It's 119 plus tax. So it's $150. That's about 130 euros. Well, actually, it's gone up now because the dollar's a bit stronger. So it's about 135 euros, about 125 pounds. If you want to stick around for a bit longer, I would say that how long is it going to take you to learn the strategies? How long is it going to take you to get into a way of being able to trade the strategies from memory? It's going to take you at least 3 months. Now, if you want to trade for 3 months, you can learn everything. You print off the documents, you can print off all the course material. That's up to you, and then just get out after 30 days. If you want to stick around for the community, I will, I'm happy to mentor anybody in the community for as long as you're in there. But you can get better pricing for 3 months and longer if you want to do that. If you're wondering, you've just watched me make $15,000 today in the space of 2 hours. I've got 3 months of my TraderView journal. So this is actually the statistics of my trading, and corresponding 3 months of my broker reports, which show exactly how much I've been making, my losses, my wins, my gains. It even shows you the money I've withdrawn on those given months as well. So check that out. What I would say though is that in order for me to be profitable, I use Benzinga. Now Benzinga, you can check this out for free for 14 days. It is a subscription service, but Benzinga is if you look at the middle of the screen, or the top of the screen if you're on YouTube, these scanners that I'm using on a daily basis, this is where I found IDAI. It's where I found Nktx on Monday. As they're popping, I get notified in real time. So it's an essential tool. And you can use other tools. There are some free tools that aren't as good, but it's an essential tool. Check it out. You can get a free trial, 14 days, like I say. That's the second link down. Essential tool. I mentioned my journal, TraderView trading journal. It's what I use to analyze my trading. It's what I use to analyze my profitability. What I've got from trading TraderView is that if I trade stocks under $3, I lose money historically. And this is what part of my strategy is. I filter out stocks under $3 because I can't trade them. It's not that I can't trade them, it's that historically they lose me money. So I tend to have a sweet spot between $5 and $30. $4 to $30 what I really would trade. If there's a momentum stock that's above that, I might trade it. And I traded Twitter a couple of weeks ago that was up at kind of $40, $50. The strategies work regardless of the price, but we like to look for more volatile stocks, so low float stocks, not necessarily low price, but certainly low float stocks. I use for my crypto, certainly I use TradingView for charting, but I also use it for stocks. For deeper analysis, for longer term analysis, I use TradingView, which is the fourth one down for charting. And everybody's asking, what am I trading on? The platform that I'm actually trading on is called Dash Trader Pro, and there's a link here. If you join the course and you want to use Dash Trader Pro, I can get you a discount. It's like a 20% discount on Dash Trader. So as just for students of Trade with Tony. So if you didn't know about that and you do now, speak to me about it. Okay, so that's essentially, like I say, go check out the course, $150, learn how to trade, and I'll be happy to teach you. That being said, let's move back to the action. So Nktx was rejected at $20. Actually rejected at 2035. So it'll probably make another run, maybe tomorrow, maybe next week. We'll see. Might not make another run, but give it the opportunity. All right, any more questions, guys? Let's see. MTTR, have a look. Is that a stock? Yes, it is. It's selling off today. So that's the 1 minute chart. That's the 5 minute chart. Since the open, had a little pop at the open, and it's been selling off. It's currently nearly 2% down on the day. So if you're looking for an intraday trade, I would say maybe look for a bounce. We've got a little doji here. We've got all this selling off. Look for the next candle to make a new high for an entry, possibly. Double check it with the relative strength. Is it oversold or not? I've not got it on this indicator, but next candle to make a new high. If it's oversold, next candle to make a new high could be a decent entry for a bit of a bounce or reversal. That's on the 5 minute chart. Okay. But again, make sure you take profits if you do that, and set a tight stop loss. So if you're going to do that, make sure that the loss is the low of whatever the previous candle was. So if for example this one goes on to make a high, the low of this candle will you set your stop loss there. If you're looking at it from a long-term perspective, let me zoom out. I'm getting hoarse. This is from the shouting at the TV last night. From a daily. So it's been selling off all month basically. It's not looking very strong at the moment. Let me zoom out to see what the wider context is. Yes, it's been selling off all year. It's not looking very strong at the moment. So it was up at $38 at Christmas, and it's selling off since then. So I wouldn't hold that long term, but if you're looking for a day trade, maybe look for a reversal. Hope that helps. My opinions, not financial advice, entertainment and education purposes only. If you lose money, don't stamp me, don't sue me. If you're on that one, MTTR and right, okay, MTTR on the 1 minute. So looking at the 5 minute. I said the 5 minute. So I would, if it drops below, I would cut. If it drops below 540, I would cut, definitely. If it goes below 540, I would cut. I would actually cut if it drops below this, any of these candles now. We've got this doji, which is usually a change in sentiment. which usually means that we're going to get a reversal. So this means that, doesn't mean that we're going to reverse all the way up. It just means that we're going to get a bit of a bounce. So the doji is a change in sentiment. So if this bounces up, gets to what's the highest, if this doji candle, if it gets 550, I would maybe look for get 5 cents on this, 10%, you know, a 1% move up. Get to 550. The low of this candle is 545. So look for 10 cents. So enter at 5. I would enter at 550. Look for a profit at 560. But if it breaks below 545, again, get out. That's just continuing to sell off. No problem, Rolex. Hello, Snorri. Yeah, you will wag your bald tail. I'm gonna have to get you some cream for that tail. Right, get out from under the desk. Get out from under my desk. You're not allowed under my desk. You will. Stop being cute as well. Well, don't stop being cute, but yeah. You like that, don't you? Eh? You get some more treats, we're all out. Yeah. Okay, what else is moving? Oh, Tenon. That's not. No. Oh, we're not trading that one. That's up 17%. From this 5-minute move. No. Horrible. Horrible. No volume there. RCMT. Low volume. SQZ. Very choppy. Nice high as 380s. Up around the 380s level. I'm kind of thinking I'm done for the day. There's been a lot of movers, but you only need one stock, and this is the thing, guys. When you get a hot day in the market, or you get a hot period in the market, and you do tend to come in cycles, you end up being spoilt for choice. Don't pick your stock, trade your stock. Don't worry about what else is going on or any bigger moves elsewhere. Don't worry about that. Don't succumb to shiny object syndrome. There's a better stock, there's a bigger stock, there's bigger moves elsewhere. If you're having success with a particular stock, stick to it until till it goes against you. Then get out and go to and find something else. Like, let's go back to IDAI. If I look at this on the 5-minute, you can see we got in here for these breaks here. This is where we started just after 8 o'clock on this move up. We traded it all day, and we stopped trading when it went against us. So it started to move against us, sold off. So we're not trading it anymore. So as long as that was moving up, we were going to continue trading it. There were other things moving. Did I move to the other things? No, because I'd already got to a point where I knew how this stock was trading. I'd already marked out the support and resistance areas. I'd already marked out the targets. I knew what I was looking for. You go to another stock, you've got to do all that all over again. You've got to mark out the support and resistance areas. You've got to mark out your targets. You've got to mark out the patterns, and you've got to do it all over again. So don't succumb to that shiny object syndrome. It can be, I would say, it can be very distracting when you get a hot market. And you know what? There's enough for everybody. So just get on the stocks that are moving well for you. There is enough for everybody. Ideally, you want to be going with the crowds. So if you get on a stock, you want to be going with on a stock with high volume. if volume dies out on a stock, you usually associated with it with a sell-off as well. But if the volume dies out on a stock, where's all the crowds gone? I was just trading this stock with huge volume. Where's all the other traders gone? And then move to the next stock that all the other traders are trading. So right now, RCMT is the one that everybody's trading. Actually, BTU's the one that everybody's trading. But have a look at, yeah, BTU. Why is BTU everybody trading? Oh, look at this on the 5 minute. Well, this is a 5 minute. We've got this lovely double bottom. So we're looking for 23.50. Entry at 23.50. Move up to green on the 5 minute. Beautiful double bottom there. George W. I think a lot of people have seen, that's why it's getting all the volume it's getting. ALCBI? Isn't that the song? ALCBI. Is that a crypto or is it a stock? What is it? I told you, Rolex. If it's a crypto, let me know it's a token. If it's an equity, let me know it's an equity. It's I can't look at crypto on Dash Trader. It doesn't do crypto. I was looking at OST a couple of days ago. Yeah, it's on a volatility halt. It halted half an hour ago now, nearly. So this is a downward halt. I hope you're not in it, Roberts. I'm seeing this is going to resume. This is going to gap down. There's going to be a resumption. I'm seeing a resumption at 28 on this. So this is going to gap down about $4 by the looks of it. Please tell me you're not in it, or if you are in it, I hope you're in it on the short side. Really, it's kind of a nasty. Need to get rid of this line here. There we go. I've got to reset my watch list again. What I can do with these later. Get them always on top. Well, I'm glad it's only paper because that's gapping down. It's looking like it's going to resume at $28, and that's probably going to be a 30-minute halt. So what did it halt? 17? That would have been 47. It should have resumed by now. it's the longest I've been caught in. It was a 30-minute halt. But this is still going on. Let me have a look at that little bounce. On the it's not making a comeback just yet. Nasdaq selling off. Had its move up, but kind of out of hours. Had its move up last night, and sold off this morning. S&P, same thing. Dow, same thing. Russell Index, exactly the same thing. So the markets are selling off again. Have a look at Netflix. No, not done it yet. I'm waiting for a bounce on Netflix. And since you know, when Netflix had its huge drop back on the 20th last week, was it? Yeah, last week. So I'm waiting for a bounce on Netflix, and then I take some calls. Not buy some calls, but I want to wait till it's absolute rock bottom. Down at 187 now. Netflix. Wow. You might as well just stuck your money in the SPY. Which is a shame, because I kind of like Cathy Wood. She just made some. She has made this last 12 months though. She has made some questionable decisions. Well, not necessarily her, but ARK Invest have. Right, is there anything we want to be looking at, guys? Swivel's making a comeback. This is Swivel. Halted up earlier, then it halted down, then it halted up again. So then it consolidated, so now we're moving back up again. So this is Swivel. If you're in Swivel, it's very volatile today. We've got this level here on the 1 minute, from the 5 minute, 1040. Zoom in. And 20's got quite a lot of resistance confirmation. So, and we've got 1040 on the 5 minute. So 1050 is a good measure stick. Look for a good setup before you enter, guys. Ouch. Do I think IDAI will make a comeback all the way from 576? Let's have a look at the chart. So this is going to break 1050. I said that's the yardstick. 1106 is the halt. Got 300 filled. Coming back for me? Are you coming back for me? No. I've got filled. it did come back for me. Not happy with that. Got to be upset with that. Since my my average is a lot higher now. We're just in swivel. SWVL. Taking 2,800 shares. 2,800. Bring that down, get rid of the 300. There we go, broke 11 bucks. The high of day is 11.17. Got a halt level at 11.42. Meeting resistance up at $11. Bring my stop at 70. Only in for 2,500 shares at this stage. Just put my stop a little bit above average, a little above break even. We'll see it move on above 11 bucks. Look to add to the position if we get a new high. There we go. I got stopped out. Didn't quite take advantage of that new high. And then it's got slippage on that stop, so 89 cents, $89 down. Just break these highs. Way off the halt level. Don't have to worry about the halt levels. Oh, we're getting resistance at $11. it in reject today. So Swivel is probably one of the more volatile stocks today. Halts up and halts down. I don't want to see it going much lower than that. We're stopping at 1060. Got this resistance support level at 1063, but if it breaks below that, I kind of get out. Get down for a bad day, for a bad trade, should I say? Yeah, that's a bad trade. We're still 13k up on the day. I'll move away from that. Now, someone asked me if ADAI is going to make a reversal, so let's look at it on the 5-minute. That doesn't look like it's going to reverse to me. In fact, quite the opposite. That looks like it's going to sell off. Yeah, I think we might hit 5 before it tries to make a bit of a rally later this afternoon. Get rid of this line. Doesn't look. It's not looking. Not looking strong at all now. How do I analyze a chart before placing an order? I look at you're looking at this one chart, this 5-minute chart, but I've got 4 charts open in front of me on the same ticker at any one time. So I'm looking at the 1 minute, the 5-minute, I'm looking at the 60-minute, and I'm looking at the daily. So I'm quickly mapping out where the areas of support and resistance. I don't want to be buying into resistance, and I want to be buying for the break of resistance, or if I'm spotting a reversal signal like a downwards sell-off, and then I get a doji. Is the support? Am I buying at support, ready for a bounce and a reversal? So there's a number of different things I could be looking at. Have a look at Vion. I can have a look at Vion. 62 cents. Currently 5% up on the day. Low volume at the moment. It's downwards trending. It's not a good chart from what I'm looking at. On the hourly, we had the spike pre-market and it's almost lost all its gains, so it's not looking great. It went up to 75 cents pre-market and now it's back down to 62. It went from 60 cents up to 75 and now it's back down to 62, so it's lost pretty much all its gains. So it's not looking great, not looking very strong. Look at it on the daily. Yeah, you've had all these continued sell-offs, gap down, and then it's trying to do something, but no, it's not. I don't know if you're in that from up here when it was back in February when it was up over $1, but it doesn't look like it's going to make that kind of run anytime soon. So yeah, that's my opinion on Vion, and it's only my opinion. It's not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Stab. Is that a threat? It's having a good day today in terms of move up. It's currently 87% up on the day. It's 39 cents right now. 87% up on the day and climbing. Look at it from the 5-minute. I'll look at it on the hourly. So you can see it moves up. Well, it had this pullback. So don't mind these consolidation pullbacks. That's your first bull flag, hourly bull flag there. That would have been a good one. Then you've got the consolidation pullback. It pulls back about 50% of its gains on the day. And then it's making a move back up again. So right now we're consolidating a little bit. Go back to the launched out of the open, and it's just trading around the VWAP at the moment. Is that going to make more gains? I don't know, but it's just consolidating. It's up and it's sideways trending right now. It's above, it's below, it's above, below. It's just following the VWAP sideways. So the time to have got in here and got out was this first pump at the open, first 15-20 minutes. Nvidia, we covered Nvidia already. Oh, this is the 5 minute. Let's look at it on the 60 minute. So Nvidia is not really doing much today. Got like a $3 range, $3 range. So it's $4 range. It's not really doing much. Kind of sideways on the 5 minute. A bit of a sell off. Oh, sell off. It's pretty even on where it started, so not really doing a lot. Long term though, if you look at the daily, I'm bullish on Nvidia. It's selling off in line with the wider market, so I'm not too worried about that. Today is the first day that it's made a new high, so 193. So that's a very bullish sign. May get, if you're in this long term, you might get this move up to back above 200 in the next couple of days. Nvidia's a great company. I think Nvidia's a great company. In my own opinion, it's not financial advice, but I think Nvidia's a great company. If you look at the wider sector, the graphics cards, the chipsets, they're ideally placed for the gaming market, for esports. With the advent of crypto gaming as well, Nvidia's in a really good place to take advantage. So it's been trading in line with the wider market. If you look at that chart, and then you look at the Nasdaq, very similar pattern. There's the SPY, very similar pattern. So just watch the wider market. If the market sells off, Nvidia is likely to continue to sell off. Okay, I think we're done. I'm not going to trade anymore. I'll see what's happening this evening. There's power hour this evening. I might come back and do a power hour session. See what's happening. See if the market picks up again. The Nasdaq's on the way, moving upwards now. It's doing a very similar thing that Nvidia was doing in that U shape. If you look at the Nasdaq, you see the U. You even got a triple bottom there before the move up. So yeah, I'm done for the day. I'm going to take my gains and go. 13,000 on a day. Happy bunny. And it's a lovely sunny afternoon, so my little dragon is going to get some sunshine and some fresh air, and I'm going to get some too. So I will. If I don't see you this evening, I'll see you in the morning. So guys, check out the course, learn what I can do, and I'll see you on the next trading session. Excellent. Thanks for joining me today.